This is not going very fast.
Welcome, friends and book lovers. Today we are doing a fun tag video. I was tagged by Joanna Sousa over on her channel. I saw it and I got so excited. It's been a while since I've been tagged to do a tag video, and while there are some that I really want to do, this one I hadn't really heard of before, and I'm really excited to do it. So this is a rapid fire tag where you answer like 50 questions as fast as you can and you keep it moving. Joanna did her video in like 10 minutes. I think under 10 is the entirety of her answering those questions. I am not gonna try to aim to beat her because I think that she's just really quick. I watched her video and I was like, oh yeah, she's fast. She like knows her ish. So thank you to Joanna for tagging me, and I will put her information down below in case you guys want to go and check out her channel, which you should. She reads a lot of fantasy and sci-fi and some contemporary, so she's an awesome resource for those kinds of books too. All right, so should we just get right into it? Oh, I'm like a little nervous. I'm nervous. All right, let's get into it. So the first question is hardback or paperback, and definitely hardback. I like those. They fall apart much less, but I do love a good floppy paperback when I read. So hardback for this one. Second question, ebooks or physical copies? Definitely physical copies. I love to read physically. Ugh, it's just chef's kiss. Third question, secondhand or new copies? Obviously new copies. Fourth question, audiobooks or nah? I mean, yeah, middle, kinda. Maybe, sometimes. Do you cover buy? Yeah, I definitely cover buy. Your favorite cover that you own? Probably Ariadne, the UK version, or I just got the LitJoy version of Wuthering Heights. Those are gorgeous. I love both of those covers. Oh my gosh. Your least favorite cover that you own? Oh god, what would that be? This is not going very fast. Probably this version of the Odyssey. I really don't like that cover. It's just kind of like blah, but beautiful floppy paperback, so how could I resist? The first book you ever read? I mean, probably a Dr. Seuss book or the tree book, The Giving Tree, or something like that. The first fantasy book that I think I ever read was either a Goosebumps book or an Animorphs book. So one of those two, if we're going. But that was like, I think when I was just entering double-digit age. So the last book you finished. Oh, The Dragon, Bird, and the Fern, actually, by Laura Rickert. I have a review. The last series you finished, definitely the David Bad trilogy. We just finished that one. We just did the live show, and that's the last series that I finished. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I'm thinking about doing like a book chat, book review for the whole series. Stay tuned. The last book you bought? I think I bought House of Eclipse today on Kindle. That's a Kindle Unlimited book, but I wanted to buy it because I wanted to support the author, and the cover for that is gorgeous. That was maybe a slight cover buy book. What's your favorite genre? Obviously fantasy. Come on. What's your favorite book in that genre? I don't know. My favorite book that I've loved so much is probably Fahrenheit 451, but I also really like the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin, so I would say those two for right now. What genre do you never reach for? Probably like history. I should probably reach for that more, but that's probably one that I'll be like, meh, unless it's mythology, unless it's like Greek, Italian. Greek-Italian mythology or Egyptian mythology, which is kind of like history, but that's the only thing that I would ever reach for. Do you read poetry? Oh yeah. Popular science? Yeah, I mean, I'm a neuroscientist, so I will read popular science things, and that's it, kind of in my field of work in a way, I think, right? If I'm thinking about popular science correctly. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm getting that wrong, but I'm pretty sure popular science includes like any kind of current popular type of science, which is neuro, can be neuro for sure. Middle grade, yes, I've actually read a couple middle grades this year. Amari and the Night Brothers is one of my like favorite middle grades. I thought that was so cute. Definitely recommend. Definitely will be reading that series when more books come out. What's your favorite bookish item? So I was watching Joanna answer this, and as soon as she asked the question, I knew exactly what my favorite bookish item is, and if you've watched my unboxing videos, you might even know. But it is these super cute book vases from Illumicrate. They are in the shape of a book, so you can either store them like just with a bookshelf, or you can store them and display them as book bases, and you can definitely put things inside of them. Like you could put like little flowers. I have one that just keeps bookmarks, but I love, they're so cute. I love them. Whenever we get them, I cherish them. And if you ever want to find them and buy them separately from other people, they always go for a super expensive price because they're really popular items, and for good, you know, for good reason. They're really cute, they're super detailed, they always have a quote, and they have different themes, and they're so cute. Other than that though, I love bookmarks, and I do buy some fan art, so it's always fun. What's your current bookmark? I don't know. I am right now reading a book that has a ribbon bookmark, so that would be it. But either that or I have like a million other bookmarks that I'll just grab at random when I need. What's the strangest object you've ever used as a bookmark? I think my cat's paw. I had to like one time put my book down, and I was like 2 seconds, and I was like, just gonna put your paw in here, don't move, don't move. And then I came back and he was just kind of like, what the fuck just happened? I think it's probably the strangest thing, but like very, very short term using him as a bookmark. He's very cute though. Book jackets or not? Are those the plastic ones that go over your hardbacks? I would say yeah. I need to find ones that fit those hardbacks well. If you know a good brand or company that does those plastic book covers, let me know. I need to find some good ones. Who's your fictional boyfriend? Probably either Castile or Cassian, and if you know, you know. Favorite book couple? People are gonna expect me to say Cassian and Nesta, and I love them, and they're a cute couple, so maybe them. Otherwise, probably Hades and Persephone. I love Hades and Persephone retelling, so that's probably my favorite fictional couple of all time, is a Hades and Persephone couple. So any of those. Favorite book villain? So I don't know. I'm gonna pick Loki because he's my favorite like villain slash not really a villain. I love him, and there's books about Loki, so he counts. Favorite book friendship? Oh, right now probably like still going on with the A Court of Silver Flames theme, maybe the Valkyries. I love that friendship. I'm trying to think of other ones. What other friendships can I think of? Maybe Nari and Ollie, since I just read the Devabad trilogy. I do love their friendship. I do love it a lot. It's very cute. I do love Nari. Is just like, yeah. Series, trilogies, or standalone books? I think my favorite is really trilogies because I love longer than just one, but the series that go on for 14 or 15 books is just too much for me. It ends up getting like a little boring, so I like trilogies. I feel like that's the good amount of number of books to be in a series and still keeping it really interesting and like fun. I love that. Weird reading habit. I like don't like to break the spines in my paperbacks. I'm like really weird about that. If I have a book that I find is not floppy enough and I can't break the spine, I might even just try to grab the ebook from my library, or if I find it cheap, because I really don't like reading spines. If that's like a reading habit, I don't know. But what's your favorite book adaptation? So I don't read a lot of book adaptations. If I've seen the movie before the book, I won't read the book. So I have to read the book before the movie. I haven't yet watched the Shadow and Bone trilogy, so I feel like that might end up being the answer, but I haven't watched that, so I don't know. So right now the answer is like, I don't know. Stay tuned. Film adaptations or TV adaptations? Probably film adaptations. But they did some really good TV adaptations too. I don't know. It depends. Like, I like a movie because it can be longer, and you could do a series of movies. I feel like sometimes TV doesn't have the budget, so I'm still gonna go with film. What book needs an adaptation? I think the Devabad trilogy would be an awesome like adaptation into like a 3-part movie series or something if they could do the effects really cool, because there's a lot of really cool creatures in that. I think that would be really cool. Anything with dragons. Anything with dragons. Favorite book world? Oh my god. These questions are hard. You know what? I really did love Laini Taylor's Strange the Dreamer world. That's the one thing, the world building and the setting and the way the world opens up and the possibilities, that was really cool. I think that one's probably like the most favorite, like it's just so imaginary. I'm gonna pick that one. That's what I'm gonna say for right now. I think that I'm gonna really love Brandon Sanderson's world when I get more into it. So I'm preemptively saying like that's probably gonna be the favorite that consumes me because I've read Final Empire and I loved the magic and I loved the world and I loved the story, and I'm going to continue, and I just think that that's going to be a world that I really end up loving. So I'm going to say that one preemptively as well. Favorite writing style. So that's a great question. I don't have a favorite writing style. I just know that I need a good amount of world building in the writing style, interwoven and not too info dumpy, and I need a good character work. So something that incorporates those things will make me so happy. What's a book that you love that people don't know about? I'm really bad. I'm so bad at this. This is so freaking hard. I feel like all books get popular at some point or another, so you're gonna know about all these books. I do want to read some books that aren't as like popular, but right now I really can't think of any. I would say read more manga because there's some really awesome manga creators out there. What's a popular book that you hated? It's one that I'm rereading right now. I really didn't like Serpent and Dove the first time around. The second time around, I think I've adjusted my expectations, but the first time around I was like, really? This is popular? What the heck? But I'm rereading because the third one came out and I want to finish the series just to finish the series. And so I'm rereading it with friends, and this time around it's just more like fun and whimsical and not like the first time where I was like, what the actual frig. Also, I really didn't like Good Omens. I'm so sorry. I really didn't like Good Omens. I understand the humor, and there were definitely humorous parts, but it was just kind of boring. Favorite childhood reads. I think I said this earlier, but Animorphs and Goosebumps. I would like fill up a Friday night reading Goosebump books. I love Goosebump books, and I haven't read one in so long, but I distinctly remember reading Goosebump books. And yeah, I should probably read like some horror books, some scary books, but I haven't really done that in a while. What's a book that changed your life? Probably Fahrenheit 451, which is why I love it. It was dystopian and it made me discover that I like dystopian books, and then also it was just so mind-boggling that I was like, holy crap. And it was just, I needed to reread it, but it was amazing. What book did you hate in school? What book did they make us read in school that I absolutely hated? I mean, I hate Romeo and Juliet. I think that story, the star-crossed lovers, it's just so idiotic. Like, Shakespeare's writing is obviously very beautiful, but the story, I hated that story. A feel-good book. What's a book that I read when I feel good? I mean, the David trilogy is like a feel-good series. I love Poet X. It's so good. It's so hopeful. It's so impactful. So I'll say those. Those are repeat answers, but whatever. A book that makes you cry. My physics book. My physics book for my first year of college, that book made me cry. That shit was so hard. That's my answer. What's your favorite reading snack? Probably popcorn. Popcorn is my favorite snack though, like overall. And also like tea. Tea's fun. What's your favorite reading position? Lying down on the chaise of my couch or like on my bed, like upright enough, but like my feet are like lying down. My like legs are lying down. Natural light or lamp light? Natural light is always better. Outside or inside? Right now, inside because bugs, so probably inside. Breaking the cover or keeping it smooth? Oh my god, keeping it smooth. Why would you want to break anything in a book? Just keep it immaculate. Do you read in other languages? Yes, I have books in French and Greek, and I am planning on trying to read in Spanish too, and then just brushing up on my French and my Greek. So I might do like a vlog where I read my French books and like brush up on my French and see if that improves my language at all. What book series do you want to finish this year? I talked about the Serpent and Dove series that I want to finish this year, and I also want to finish the Faithful and the Fallen quartet. What book release are you most excited about right now? I think the Shadow and Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout is what it's called. It's the spin-off into From Blood and Ash, so I'm excited for that one. That's what I can think of right now. Do you have a favorite book influencer? I really like Becca in the Books a lot. She's a very popular channel, and other friends that I'll tag. You'll see. Do you have a channel, blog, or social media feed? Yes, this is my channel, and my socials are always linked down below so you can check those out. And the last question is tag your friends. So I can think of maybe 3 people that I don't know if they've done this or not, but the first one is Ashley of A Fantasy and Fiction, Stephanie at Mrs. Richard Reads, who's doing the Count of Monte Cristo read along with me, and I will tag Gregory LaPerche as well because I don't think he's done it. I don't know if he'll do a tag video, but I'm gonna tag him anyways. And then if you want to do it and you haven't been tagged, you can consider yourself tagged and you can say that I tagged you. So I don't think I did that under 10 minutes. I thought way too hard about those answers. I couldn't think of anything that came to my mind. All I can think about is my recent reads and like the books that I'm about to read. So I couldn't like extract the information, but this was really fun. Thank you so much to Joanna for tagging me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you liked it and you want to see more content from me, please don't hesitate to subscribe.